Hi everyone, this is Miss Big Stoolins. And today in this short video, we're going to look at homeostasis and specifically how the endocrine system helps regulate or control glucose levels in our blood. Before we begin, I want you to think about this. How do you feel when you haven't eaten for several hours? Think about it. Maybe you're hungry, maybe you're tired, or you don't have much energy. Then what is happening inside of your body? Let's take a look. Homeostasis is the body's ability to maintain or keep a relatively stable internal environment. Our cells function best when conditions such as temperature, water levels, and glucose concentration remain within an appropriate range. Today, we're going to focus specifically on glucose concentration and how the body regulates it. And concentration is the amount of a substance present in a solution. Glucose is important because our cells use glucose to produce the energy they need to function. But the amount of glucose in our blood has to be regulated or controlled. The pancreas produces two important hormones involved in this process: insulin and glucagon. These hormones have opposite effects, but they work toward the same goal of maintaining homeostasis. Let's say you just ate a meal. As that food is digested, glucose enters your bloodstream and your blood glucose level rises. In response to that, the pancreas releases insulin. Insulin helps lower blood glucose, including promoting glucose storage as glycogen. So think about the pattern. Glucose rises, the body detects the change, and a response occurs that moves glucose back towards its normal range. Now let's look at the opposite situation. Maybe you haven't eaten for several hours and your blood glucose begins to fall. The pancreas can release glucagon. Glucagon helps convert stored glycogen back into glucose, increasing the amount of glucose available in the blood. Notice what's happening. Whether glucose becomes too high or too low, the body responds in a way that moves it back toward its normal range. That's an example of negative feedback. Finally, let's put everything together using this graph. A meal is eaten and blood glucose begins to rise. Insulin is produced and glucose levels eventually decrease toward normal again. Before class, I want you to think about this question. Why is negative feedback important for maintaining homeostasis? When we meet in class, we're going to use what you've learned here to examine what can happen when this feedback mechanism is disrupted.